Hi everyone. I wanted to give a video announcement of some things that are going on in Nursing 546 and after exam number 1. So exam 1 closed Sunday night and the scores for the test went from 44 to 96. With the beginning of any new class, there's a lot of information. You're trying to get a feel for how the test will be offered, etc. After I reviewed the test scores, did an analysis of the answers, and reviewed all of your individual answers, there were several themes that jumped out at me. I found there were many missed questions on vaccines, cultural awareness, developmental concerns. The vaccines and the developmental concerns are my biggest concerns because my overall goal is to, for the purpose of this class, is to have you have a general understanding of pediatrics so that you are able to use that when you are out in practice after graduation, and also to help you to go through those questions that you're going to have on the boards that are related to pediatrics. And I guarantee you there's going to be questions on there about vaccines and especially developmental issues with peds. So after reviewing all of this, I have decided to give the opportunity for anyone that is interested to retake exam number 1. What that would be is that if you opted to retake the exam, it would open tomorrow after class at 5 p.m. and it would stay open until March the 3rd at 11:59. It is going to be labeled as exam 1B, and you can see it here on Blackboard for the class. If you made a higher grade on exam 1B, then that would be the grade that you would have for the first exam. If the first attempt was higher, then that would be the grade. There will not be any averaging of the two scores. Same directions are going to apply. 50 questions in 60 minutes. It's going to be closed book, closed notes, no assistance from technology. The test will not have an auto submit. It's strictly up to if you are interested in doing this. The additional opportunity is only going to be in 546 and only for exam 1. This is not something that is being done as a program, so I just want you to be aware of that. Several of you have asked to meet with me tomorrow, either before class or after class, and since this exam is going to be focusing on what we have already been studying from the first exam, we won't be going over specific questions. The focus of exam 1B is going to be the same focus sheet as the first exam. There won't be any new topics. So for anyone that had an appointment with me tomorrow to review the test, I'm happy to still meet with you, but we won't go over specific details of the test. But if you have concerns or questions or comments on other components of the class, I'm happy to continue to meet. Several of you have asked about ways that you might be able to study better, maybe. I believe when we study, we learn by all of our senses, being what we read, what we see, what we hear, what we write, and what we say. So along with reading the chapters, looking at PowerPoints, listening to videos, I recommend that you highlight in the book. I recommend that you write notes down on the PowerPoint or on paper as you are listening to videos and going through the book if you feel that is beneficial. I also recommend making flashcards for you to quiz yourself, or if you have someone that can quiz you based on those flashcards, then I think that's another way of learning. I also recommend that when you are learning that you say things out loud. Our ears are another means of learning that are often neglected. So encourage you to use your those five senses when you are learning. If you have any questions on what I've gone over in this announcement, please feel free to reach out. I'll see all of you tomorrow. It's going to be a busy class. Elizabeth will be lecturing. We have a guest lecturer, Dr. Elizabeth Sternberg, who is a developmental pediatrician, so our time will be limited for questions, and that's why I wanted to put this out to you. But I will be in the room downstairs as probably around 12:30 if anybody had any general questions. So see you tomorrow and safe travels to campus. Thank you.